Today on Moe's Toy Room, we're going to unbox from NECA. Here comes Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman. And it's coming up next. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Moe's Toy Room, come from my room to yours. And today we're going to unbox and review from NECA. Here comes the black and white version of the Wolfman. This Wolfman was played by Lon Chaney Jr. This is the ultimate Wolfman, but right here it says Lon Chaney. Lon Chaney was the father of Lon Chaney Jr., the man in the 1941 classic who played the beloved Wolfman. You can see him lurking down on this beautiful woman right there. That is pretty much the way that I look at my wife every day. I hate to say it, but hey, 27 years later, and I still look at my wife like that. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, so this beauty from NECA right here, you can see the side of the box. Looks really, really nice. Really cool black and white pose right there. Universal Monsters NECA written on the bottom. And right here on the top, you see the Wolfman. Black and white picture on the back. Real cool. You can see Lon Chaney Jr. right there, and then he's holding up his cane. Yeah, just before he turns. Great film. The film is way ahead of its time. If you've never seen The Wolfman, check it out. You can see the side right there. And you're saying, okay, well, he got a bent up flap right there. No, I don't care. I just wanted the figure, right? Right? I found it and I just grabbed it. I might have left the gem mint one for somebody else, but hey, more power to him for you inbox collectors. See, I look out for everyone. You know. All right, you can see the inside of the box right there. Let me see if I can get it a little bit closer. And then right here, you can see Lon Chaney in action figure form as the Wolfman. Well, Lon Chaney Jr. And then he tends to bring the Lon Chaney Jr. ultimate head. Well, alternate head. And then he brings one with his mouth open where he's kind of growling. One where he's just piercing down at his prey right there. He brings a bear trap at the bottom. It's hard to see because it's a little foggy through the lens, the way that this thing looks. Like the whole front of this glass right here, well, not glass, but this plastic right here, it has like a haze to it. And then he has 3 alternate hands. And of course, he has his cane. And then right there, you can see Lon Chaney Jr. as a Wolfman kicking back behind his window of pain, locked in his plastic prison, because he has now made it here to Moe's Toy Room, and he will be released amongst the other Universal monsters, horror monsters, monsters in general, superheroes, Mortal Kombat guys, Predators, Ninja Turtles, Star Wars guys, DC Multiverse guys, and the list goes on and on. Godzilla, okay, Power Rangers, wrestlers. You have now made it here to Moe's Toy Room, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We found this beauty today at Target at their Haulathon event, which started today, Friday, the 18th of March. So hit up your local Target stores, ask them about the Haulathon event. It's more likely going to be on an end cap somewhere, and you will find beauty such as this. And if you're kind of a little confused a little bit, you can always watch my latest video where I did a tour hunt for the Haulathon where I actually find this beauty. And there's still a few more that I'm looking for because this extravaganza is just running wild all across the United States. All right, folks, so what we're going to do is we're going to save some time by taking it out of the package. We're going to be right back and review it. All right, folks, here we have the Wolfman. First off, tail of the tape, this Wolfman is checking out at about 7 1/4 inches tall, which comes out to 18.5 centimeters from bottom of foot to top of head. Okay, he tended to bring a stand. So he brought a small stand that goes on, and I forgot to mention that he also brings a few other things that were behind the enclosed case that he was locked in. That came out at the same time. So I had another piece. And then what's cool is it also brung like a diorama piece that you could put behind him, which is really cool. You could probably make something really nice out of it. all the way. Looks really nice. Cool touch. All right, so here's what else he brung. He brung some alternate feet for when he is Lon Chaney Jr. Okay. He brung his alternate head. It would be pretty cool to have bought two of these and had one as Lon Chaney Jr. and one as the Wolfman. And what's cool about this is the neck swivels around. So it's like a whole nother piece. It's just not one solid piece. So you could move his head around in there and stuff. So that's cool. It's really cool touch. All right. And then he brings 3 alternate hands. He has a left, his human hands. He has a right. It's look really cool. They have nice hinges on them. Everything always works. Okay. And then he also brings almost a closed fist. And then he brings his Wolfman head, his alternate head. Really, really nice touch. NECA did a great job on this. I like this black and white version. Really cool. And then he brung his cane. It's funny because like in the original movie, I believe that this part is like silver. So yeah, it's funny the way that it just works out, right? Now here's the one I saved for last because I think this is really cool, this bear trap. Okay, now what's cool about it is it has a little hinge on it and you could actually set it if you wanted to. You would hinge that thing over right there and then you could set it if you wanted to. But it brung that, and that is a really cool touch that NECA threw in. Really, really nice. This is going to fit a lot of dioramas, and I could see people just buying the figure just to get this, just to do it in like torture things, torture areas. Like if they're coming out with custom figures for like the movie Saw or something real bizarre like Silent Hill or something. And then people are going to be using these to customize other figures. But it goes to the Wolfman, but this is a really cool piece. Really, really nice. All right, and of course he brung his stand with him. Let's take a look at the Wolfman. Let's give him a turn. He's cool. And I think that they threw in an extra stand because on the bottom of his feet, he walks on his heels. So you can see it right there. So I think that's probably why they threw that in. For being so small, it tends to hold him up really, really good. So yeah, I'll leave it there. All right, folks, so it is review time. Let's see how far his head goes down. Really cool. Looks up real nice. Hits that Michael Myers side to side. Really cool. Arms do go up. One arm can hit 90 really rather well. The other one has a little bit in the way right here. They can go all the way around. He's stiff. It's a NECA fig, right? Okay. And then he should have swivel amongst his elbow joint, which he does. And it's really stiff. And like I said, my hands are gotten really bad on me. So this is really tough. Single joint elbow. Oh, that looks good. Look at that. Ooh, that looks good. All right. And then obviously his hands can move around because he has alternate hands to do. Now, when you go right below here to his waist, he does have swivel. This is all really nice molded plastic material, very soft, really nice touch. This figure is just nice all the way around. I'm loving this. He has really good hip movement. He hits those running poses all the way. That's about what I'm going to get for an Anderson Silva kick. Bruce Lee kick all day long with those big old paw feet of his. And then he also has swivel at the knee. Okay. Single jointed knee on both sides. And then he also has swivel at the top of his feet over here, like way above his ankle, like on his shin around that area. So he has swivel there, and then he also has down movement. Look at this. Look at that. Up. Really good movement. This is a nice fig. Well worth the wait. And it can move around. Yeah, that's my review for the Wolfman. Really nice. Let's check him out with his alternate head and hands and feet. All right, folks. So here he is with his alternate hands, feet, and cane, and alternate head as Lon Chaney Jr. You can see him right there. He stands on his own with those feet because they're flat-footed on those ones. He stands really, really good. So if you want to do that version, you probably won't even need a stand for him like that. That's how he looks in regular form. All right, so let's put all his garment back on and check him out with his other Wolfman alternate head. All right, folks, so here's how he looks with his other alternate head on. You can see it there, how he looks. It looks very scary. Oh yeah, he looks like he's ready to jump on somebody in the midst of the dark. Yeah, this is very imposing. Yeah, you could kind of get a little glimpse of that. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. Here he is next to Boris Karloff as the Mummy. I also reviewed this figure, and it is also in my library. You can go down and check it out. Yeah, that's how he looks next to him. Here he is next to Mego's Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, that's how he would look next to him. This product right here is from Mego. Here he is next to a much larger Boris Karloff as the Monster Frankenstein. Well, the Monster of Frankenstein, aka, all right, folks, that's Frankenstein. Plain and simple. Here is the Wolfman Lon Chaney Jr. next to Boris Karloff as Frankenstein. That product is a NECA product, and that is the black and white version. You can tell he's laughing. He's just laughing over the whole thing because he's like, I'm Frankenstein, get it right, it's me. All right, there are the two next to each other. Here he is next to NECA's Pennywise the Dancing Clown. That's how he looks next to him. You have old school versus modern. Yeah, horror. You have original Universal monsters. You have full-blown horror right there. That's how the two look side by side. All right, folks, that'll do it. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. That way you know when the next video like this one hits. You can also follow us on Instagram at MOE'S Toys. It's MOE'S. MOE'S Toys on Instagram. We're also on TikTok. Check us out there at MOE'S Toy Room. And right here on YouTube, we are MOE'S Toy Room. So subscribe today so that way you don't miss another video coming your way. From MOE'S Toy Room to yours, good night.